Growing and scaling a business is complex. It can be very scary and lonely trying to navigate it all. It comes down to the community of trusted people you surround yourself with. Let's dive in to the Business is People podcast. Julie, welcome back. Julie Migliacci, who is the co-owner of Revent, all about creating awesome experience for people for live events, hybrid events, and virtual events. So today we're going to dive into one of the platforms. There's a lot of platform options out there, but one of the platforms called StreamYard, and just unpack that a little bit.
Sure. Thanks, Tom. So today we're going to talk about StreamYard, which is our new favorite toy. We use it all the time. It has simplified the way you can do live streaming. I mean, now it's so user-friendly. Before, you would need to get into a studio and have all this equipment and make sure your internet's working properly and all these things. And now StreamYard has simplified that, and not just simplified it, but also made it really affordable. So I'm going to just go ahead and share my screen and show you guys the platform. So this is the entry gate to StreamYard. So what it does is that it allows all your speakers to join and be on webcam from their desired location. It also is mobile friendly, but we do prefer that they are on computer. It definitely looks and feels a lot better. And it works on Chrome and Firefox. So those are some of its limitations. When you enter the broadcast, you just put in your name, and then you're going to be brought into this environment. So right now, what you're looking at is the actual environment for the producer, which I want to showcase to show how easy it is as a producer. Your speakers are not going to have as many bells and whistles, but it is available to them. StreamYard is meant to be a platform that sends out. So it's not a place that attendees will join. It's a place where you can create a television style production and then send it out to an external location, specifically to social media sites, as well as a private server if needed. And it's literally as easy as pie. I'm going to show it to you guys right now. So here I have all my client destinations. And right now we're going to go live on YouTube just to show you how easy it is. So I'm going to go to Revent Consulting. We're going to call it Test Stream. I can choose here whether or not it will be public, all available for all of YouTube, or if I want to make it unlisted or private. So we're going to do unlisted for today. And if I want, even I can schedule it for later, but right now we're going to go live right away. And from a click of a button, I'm now able and ready to go live on YouTube. And one of the great features of this platform is its brandability. So here you have all your brands. You can change your banner colors. So these are lower thirds. You can change the colors to whatever color you want. You just put in a hex code and off you go. You can make them different shapes and sizes and blocks. You can add a little logo at the top right corner or not. It's up to you. And as you see, all of this is at the click of a button. You can add video clips. Let's watch some lemons. And they play automatically.
This is great. Like, think about the time it takes to do post-production.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I remember when you and I discussed this for the first time, like my jaw dropped. It was just like, oh my goodness, I can literally cut out time and personnel and just have this done and live, ready to go.
Ready to go. It's done live. You're switching it live. The background is also customizable. This is one of our Revent pets, but you could do any color, shape, or size you want. And then all your speakers will live down here. So I'm going to mute myself so we don't get double audio. But this is my secondary webcam. You're getting a different angle of my house, but it allows you to add your speakers in whichever format you want. They can share their screen. You can share a larger video file. It's really just a really nimble platform. And what you said is so true. Like, it allows you to do that switch live and you look professional and it feels like a television show. It doesn't feel like a Zoom meeting or something being pushed to social where then you have that ugly little Zoom icon in the bottom right corner. So we're really big fans.
Julie, what are some good use cases for this particular platform?
So we use it to record podcasts a lot. If you get the higher end version of StreamYard, which is, by the way, only $49 a month, it actually also records ISOs of the audio. So you can get, for podcast recording, you can get really clean ISOs of everybody's audio. and be able to do post-event editing really easily and take out dog barks and whatever is happening on that time. Anybody that is going live to their social media channels should for sure be using StreamYard. It allows you to go live simultaneously. And one of the really cool things is that it actually, over here where it says comments, it brings in all the comments that you're receiving from all your social sites into StreamYard so that you could see them all. And then if you want, you can even publish them on a click of a button to be shown on the live feed. So it will also allow you to break that fourth wall. You're not just lecturing to your audience can really interact back and be seen, which is sort of cool by showing off their comments. And it's as easy to use as humanly possible.
I think we talked in another episode about doing a virtual holiday event or something. You could stream that event and people can kind of participate in, if let's say you had a comedian come show up to your holiday party virtually.
Exactly. And you just bring them in here. You can make sure they look jazzy. They can have like a sparkle backdrop, the whole thing. And then you're sending them out to your social and your audience is interacting back through this chat option, which is really fun. We use this for a lot of marketing events as well because of the ease of brandability. Like you don't need to spend hours of graphic design work to create the brand image on this. It's like, where's your logo? Off you go. Really, really easy. You can show this is the brand story for one of our other clients. And all of this is done at a click of a button and really just easy to use. Let's see, who else can I show you guys? And this series for Molson Coors, it was part of their series to help just bring awareness to social causes and all that stuff within the organization. So we've used this for literally every type of event and it's awesome, like big fan. So yeah, and you can load everything.
So people who are very comfortable, I feel like Zoom is like the benchmark for everything, right? So is there pros and cons between Zoom and StreamYard?
Yeah, I think StreamYard is really meant to be a delivery method versus Zoom is a collaboration tool that sometimes people use to be a delivery method. So I think if you're currently using Zoom just to push to YouTube and Facebook, move to StreamYard. You no longer need Zoom. You can get rid of that little Zoom powered by Zoom logo at the bottom right corner. And again, create something that's a little bit more interesting visually for your attendees. It's going to flow more. Definitely move to StreamYard. If you are using Zoom to be a meeting software, StreamYard is not for you. So it depends how you're using it. If you're hearing me out there, if you're using Zoom to push to YouTube or Facebook, please take a look at StreamYard. They have a free version. Go play, and then you can always upgrade later if you want.
What are pros and cons between this platform and some other platforms that are very similar? Because I mean, I think with software, for $40 versus other ones that are a few $100s, like what are people potentially could be missing out?
Totally. So there's a few out there right now. I would say StreamYard's biggest competitor is Restream, which is also wonderful if you are looking to do this ability to send to multiple locations and do a switch. We do recommend it. I would say it's not quite as user-friendly. The beauty of StreamYard is really they try to make this as simple and easy to use as they could. If you're doing podcast recording, Riverside.fm is a wonderful choice, but I would not use their Restream feature. It doesn't work quite as well. But for podcast record, Riverside does allow you to do ISOs of the video and do ISOs of the audio. And you're recording both. The way that it works, it records both locally on the person's computer and then uploads it to the cloud once they're done. So it actually takes out any opportunity for internet issues because they are technically recording on their own personal machine, which is cool. So I would say there's pros and cons to all. StreamYard has a few little things, like I wish they did ISOs video recordings. They don't yet. I wish some of the transitions were a little bit smoother, but they are working on it. There's a lot of money being spent on the platform and it's evolving almost daily. So
for folks who are comfortable doing all the full editing before they knew StreamYard, right? Are there any limitations to getting all the different formats and files? Like, are there other things there where they say, no, I still want to custom build like post-production? Are they
Yeah.
getting everything all extracted in different formats so that they have the ability to play around with the raw files?
So that is one of the limitations of StreamYard. So it does record at 1080p, which is great because any editor is going to want it at that resolution. It's very consistent in its output quality. So you really get a consistent file size versus Zoom that, you'll see what you get that day when you're done recording. I would say it does only record what's happening in this box. So it's not going to give you isolated images of everybody. It's just going to record what happened in the box. So if there's an oops, then it's going to be a lot harder to recreate that in post. Yeah.
Yeah, like in Zoom, you can get, even though you have like multiple people, you can also get isolated videos. So in post, you can say, oh, I just want 2 people in this screen versus 4 or 3. Or you just, if someone's speaking, you can just highlight that one person. But versus here on StreamYard, what you see is what you get.
Exactly.
No.
So, I think if you are thinking you're going to need to do a lot of posts, StreamYard might not be your home. OpenReel is another virtual recording platform that we love to do records on, where actually you record on your phone. So if you have an iPhone 11 Pro or above, your phone is just as good as any professional camera. And you record it, again, it records locally on the phone and then uploads to the cloud, and then you're able to download that video. So you're getting a true 1080p ISOs video, and then in post you can edit. But that one doesn't allow you to stream out to multiple locations.
This is great. I think, at the end of the day, I've actually made some recommendations about StreamYard to folks who say, hey, it's a great platform just to get started, super user-friendly, low investment. They have some freebie versions. So, for those who are looking to level up what they're doing outside of Zoom or just to level up in general, like give it a try. I think it's a really unbelievable platform.
And let me show you what the output can be. So this is an event we did yesterday. So we went live a little bit early. We were streaming to YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter simultaneously. And we started early with just a countdown video. There's music playing right now. You can't hear it, but just to let people know that we're about to get started, and then played some video clips. And let me just get to the live part. So here we had all of our speakers. These speakers are literally from all over the world. I think only the moderator up here was based in the US. Everybody was everywhere in the world, and everybody was able to get on simultaneously, not a problem. And then it's branded. It feels different. It doesn't look like you're watching another Zoom meeting. And we were able to, do lower thirds and do all those types of little tricks that just help it feel a little bit more produced.
This looks amazing. Like literally thinking someone could have spent thousands of dollars getting this production up, post-production, but no, this is right out of the box. Very powerful software.
Yeah, live. And then this actually gets turned into a podcast afterwards that they recorded live, we push it to social, and then it gets turned into a podcast.
Yep. With all the transcripts. Right.
All that jazz.
In the beginning, Julie, there was the countdown. So is that all native part of the platform as well? Like if someone's like waiting, like you can create this screen.
We did create this video, but you can share any length video that you want. So this is part that we did do in pre-production. We did create a video, but out of the box, StreamYard does have this one video that's just built in that you could use whenever you want. And then you just add the countdown video.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I just didn't want to lead people down thinking like, oh, wow, that's something I've been looking for. So there was some customization, but it's
a little bit.
The modular part of it is easy to add on, which is nice.
Exactly.
Yeah. Great. If you guys have any questions about StreamYard, definitely reach out to Julie and her amazing team. As you can see, she's working with clients, not just locally here in the Boston, Massachusetts, East Coast market, but she has global clients as well everywhere, because we are obviously embracing, a hybrid and virtual capabilities.
100%.
All right. Thanks a lot. And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
If you have any questions and topics you'd like us to cover, please email me at podcast@inthinkagency.com or message me on LinkedIn.